What the hell is the floor now?
Billion. Uh, Mikey, you got no audio. They can't hear you.
That's
Y'all
what
hear
I
me though,
see.
right? Just
Yeah,
want to make
you
sure.
sound beautiful. Now I sound beautiful. What up,
Nice.
folks?
Yeah,
So,
man.
dude, OK Bears, it is gone from like I think 150 sold to what the hell is the floor now?
Billion.
OK Bears. We all know Ash was on top of this one. 220. So
220,
I
man.
think we rolled. I think we
1.4.
rolled off of this project at 150. It's at 220 now. Definitely could be kind of one of the bored
I mean,
apes of the soul space.
1.4 million traded.
The whole Terra Luna shit hit the stuff hard. You know, it was supposed to be that stable coin floating around a $1 dollar. FUD, all of this sell off, all basically just fucking the whole thing fell apart. What's interesting though, I think, as all of this is happening, Bored Ape is still around 100. You know, Moonbirds is consistently kind of settled in at 23. So these blue chip NFTs are relatively stable. And I mean, these are the times where you hold those, right? And that's where everything is going and consolidating into. And then PXN, you know, you're just seeing that. I think most of it's reveal. But they did go through that whole, you know, post of like, hey, we realize, and you know, Ray did a whole Medium article about this, like huge anime fan. Some of the legendaries were literally kind of copycats, and the community was concerned about IP copyright infringement. Could that have like created some little FUD and depreciation of the collection? I don't know. I think the main driver is just post reveal.
Sure.
But they did make an announcement, and there was chatter about that, so that could have ETH. I mean, it was close to 5 ETH there. I thought like, oh shit, man, maybe we'll hit the 5 ETH thing, and it'll go over 5 ETH, and it'll just moon,
It'll
right?
yeah, exactly. Nuts.
But I still do think that Pixin is a top tier project, and it's going to be a long term thing. And listen, you just can't, like Ray, and obviously we had Dex on here, just super smart guys, and they have multiple successful projects and just this massive network of successful people. So that's just something that you don't want to bet against. So I think it's just going to be time. With that being said, other blue chip stuff that you saw, like, bro, what's mind blowing
Well,
to me? Go ahead.
hold on. I think this is interesting. So, of the top collections over the last 24 hours, 20% of the top collections now on OpenSea are SOL projects.
I mean, that's pretty wild. That's pretty wild,
You know what
and
I'm
it's going to
saying? I
happen.
mean, and you know that says something. I mean, you know. So now I can't say what I don't know about is the whole Bored Ape Solana, right?
Yeah.
But I do know it's coming. It's already. I mean, it's at 29, which is 10% of OK Bears, but it seems to be growing. So who knows? You know what I mean? All I know is that hashtag Soul Summer is trending.
Yeah.
So
Hashtag Soul Summer is trending. And then on top of it, it's a way cheaper entry point to get into the NFT game. Yeah, you might get burned, but like, dude, a couple $100 opposed to multiple thousands is just a way easier pill to swallow, right? And now that you've got the OK Bears of the world, and we'll touch on this other Stoner Ape project that's on Soul that's blowing up too. If you're going to get that hype and then can buy in for a reasonable price, why would you not try that, right? If you're genuinely interested in NFTs. So yeah, hashtag Soul Summer is happening. I know Ash is super freaking pumped about that. And then again, just to reiterate the power of blue chip projects, dude, this other side land plots, bro. Like there was 100,000 items, and these sons of bitches are still sitting at a 3 ETH floor. Like, think about that, bro. Wrap your head around this. In this shitty, crazy market, these sons of bitches sold 100,000 items, and they sit at a 3 ETH floor. So that's just, it's just another testament to, in times like these, not a bad idea to consolidate your stuff into things that you know are going to be around and are going to not fluctuate. Or just buy some Tether and dump it into Luna. You'll be good. Just kidding. Don't do that. So that being said, once all of this money shifts around, who knows what happens. And then I would say another thing that I thought was interesting, and Dave and Ray and Matty and I were talking to, is like the whole point of this crypto space, right, is to think it lives independently of the world markets and the stock markets and everything that's going on. But, you know, as the stock market gets shitty and inflation happens and all the other economic forces that be, it absolutely is impacting the crypto market still, even though in principle that shouldn't happen. Other projects that are interesting, that has just kind of, you know, now that we've gone through kind of this whole narrative of like blue chips probably safe, but not only to mention the fact that you know, Bored Apes have consistently stayed around 100. Like, what's Mutants? Mutants are probably around 20. But even that, you're still getting it at a discount, right?
That 20.
So yeah, they're at 19. Like, that's, I think, a good buy-in point. But that 19 ETH is, if you're talking dollars, it's a cheaper ETH. If you're just talking about trading ETH, it's, you know, the same difference. Ash hates these people, hates them, but I still consider it a blue chip. And these things are at like 3.8, man.
Which one?
Cool Cats, you're gonna generate, you know, milk token. You know, these types of projects. These types of projects are things that you should just be looking at, right? These were as high as 4, I think they got up to almost 5, right? They're down at 2. So if you really like this project, this is another good one. You know, I've had Gary V's, had all of these different people. Oh, I want to know what Gary V Friend version 2 is. I think we sold this one. See, again, dude, 52,000 items.
Yeah.
And it sold out, man. But dude, even these, they're still floating over a half an ETH, which is insane to me. You know, you know, you never see a collection that high. And for these to be floating around that height, pretty freaking impressive. We came across this a day or two ago, is the old Trippin' Ape Club, or Trippin' Ape Tribe. This son of a bitch has 360,000 followers, which is insane to me. But again, this is just showing the power of Sol, man. Like, these Sol projects are out of control. And if you can get the right one, you could probably make a chunk of money. And I think that's what's interesting. And what do you think about this, Matt? What I think is interesting about Sol is you still, quote unquote, could find the Bored Ape, right? Whether that be OK Bears or this Trippin' thing. Like, when you get the massive names doubling down on projects like this, I think it's an opportunity for something to pop off. So Tripping Apes will be huge.
That's how I heard it in my head.
Yeah, it'll be huge. So, you know, just projects like this, keep an eye out as well. Hashtag Soul Summer. Just search that on Twitter and see what comes up and start poking around. I want to reiterate, Midlife Crisis's brand is about the content, about giving you access to people in the industry. We are not degen financial advice type things. What people we think lack is doing your own research, even though that's all you hear in this industry. We're going to help
sure.
we're going to help you do the research by giving you projects to check out, or giving you threads that are really informative by, experts in the industry to read up on yourself. So these are just some things that we think are interesting with everything that we just talked about. And with that being said, we think this is a tool that looks interesting, like super low key, but it has 88,000 followers. And it does most of the same things, right? But some of the things that it does is the bulk listing and delisting, which I think is nice. But just keeping your eyes out for little hidden gems like this, knowing that, and I probably should follow them, knowing that like anime, believe it or not, still a meta thing, right? So like the BF parties of the world, and we talked about that. I actually talked about this with Prada, like his following ballooned insane, right? Insane balloon following. I think it was something like, literally, I think I had more followers than him on Twitter, and now he has like 100,000. How many followers does he have now?
A lot.
Yeah, he's got a ton of followers, right? And that just shows you the power of anime, because anime is still a meta. And look, dude, Prada's at 120,000 followers already. Yes,
We
he
don't
did.
see that. We see looking for a game to capture.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit, man. Shit. I've been sharing my screen this whole time. Bro, how you going to drop that? I've been going through like screens
Honestly,
of websites and shit. How are you going to tell me that? I am almost done all of my points. And now that you're telling me, that's what you've been staring at the whole time.
If only there was a specific place that mods could communicate to you and let you know what was going on.
What in the hell, dog? How you gonna not do that?
Dude, I'm up here looking at I'm up here looking at charts for different tokens and doing math.
Wait. God told you to turn on screen like 10 minutes ago. Matty, I'm telling you what, man, I'm going to put a little blame in your court on this one too.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Matty, we should do a poll. Is Matt a little bit to blame on this one too, as Mikey G is just ripping through their shit and trying to manage it all?
Okay. You know what? I'll take 100% of the blame. That's fine.
There we go. I like it.
It's on me. It's on me.
So back to the